Hello and welcome to Irish Football Fan TV. We're back in Umbro headquarters. I'm joined by Jonathan Courtney and we're here to take a look at Ireland's new Umbro range. Firstly, when is this due to go launch?
This will be in the shops in November, early November, so we're very much looking forward to getting this out there. Very different range.
Yeah, well we've been doing videos with Jonathan for the last while anyway, and you were wearing a top similar to what you're wearing there. I think it might have been this one, and everyone's been anticipating the retro range for a long time, and I know they've been calling you out on Twitter saying when he releases, stop teasing. So I suppose we go in through and we look through all the stuff and the inspiration behind it. You can tell us all about the bits and pieces.
Yeah, so the idea behind it is basically we've imagined what Umbro and Ireland would have put together for the 1990 World Cup had Ireland worn Umbro at the time. So I think I said on another interview recently, I was explaining that we actually Umbro had gone for the contract in 1990 and didn't get it until 1994 post the World Cup. So that kind of gave me the idea, looking back at some old product. So obviously England, Scotland, I think it was Costa Rica, one or two, whoever the teams were that wore Umbro in that 1990 World Cup, wore all this kind of very heavily graphicked, polyester and nearly like a swim short material and all this kind of stuff. So it was really interesting, and with that big throwback piece in terms of fashion and sports colliding over the last while in terms of 90s retro product, we just thought it'd be really nice and interesting time to take a little trip down that kind of laneway and imagine what it could look like. So that was kind of the starting point, or the inspiration, if you like, for the range. And what we've done is we've reimagined it. It looks similar to obviously that 1990 product. We've updated some materials. We've also updated some styles. We've updated the fits and everything to a slightly more modern fit. So although it looks the same, you'll notice from the original some very different pieces and styles in there. For example, this half zip, which wouldn't have been a piece around the time. So this is a very popular piece these days. So again, we've imagined what that could have looked like had that been a piece back then.
But even with this,
even the zip pullers and all, you go back to that kind of retro feel, slightly different swing tag. And clearly what we've done here is we've used that of the time FAI, the 1988 is what everybody remembers that crest from, really, but obviously it was also worn in 1990 as well. So that's one of the pieces, and that appears in a couple of colours in the half zip. That's just an example of how that we've imagined and reimagined the product and updated it a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of like coming together at the times.
It is. That's exactly what it is. Like this, again, like cotton t-shirts would have been a really popular and big thing back in that time as well. So that's kind of exactly what the Umbro graphic would have been at that stage. But what we've actually done, instead of making them solid graphics, is we've taken the inspiration from the paneling and prints, and we've kind of shattered it up a little bit, so it modernizes it a little bit as well, you know?
I got that one there for you there as well.
That's great, thank you. So that's the cotton hoodie then as well, which will be available. All of these items will be available in a couple of colours. There'll be like navies and greens and stuff as well. So again, it just brings in that heavily graphicked and tape, that Umbro tape that was prominent around the 1990s to show the graphic again.
Quality.
Yeah, very, very different. Then you've got kind of a couple of different versions of kind of outerwear pieces as well.
I said to you off air that just reminds me of, I had a tracksuit similar in 2002, obviously with the badge behind you there.
Yeah.
Under Mick McCarthy's time, it just reminds me of that. But it's a kind of cool kind of sign of the times back then and in between, I feel.
Yeah, there's a lot of, back then there was a lot of paneling, so you can see kind of there's a lot of heavy stuff here. You've got the taping here. You've got detail everywhere.
Yeah.
And that was very much of the style, and that's what people are kind of looking for today. So, and also there is a lot of love for this 1988 crest. So what we wanted to do was really kind of take a bit of ownership of that and do something different with it as well. It also might be a slightly different consumer. I mean, the guy who goes out and buys the regular ranges and the training jerseys and half zips and stuff that the team are wearing every day. There's also another consumer who maybe might be, longing for those great days in 1990 or whatever, and that gives him memories. And then you've got the cooler kids who want the more modern version of the retro product. So there's a lot of different kind of consumers that are open to this kind of product at the moment, and I think the use of these materials as well is very different to what you'd see in your normal, if you like, modern day training ranges and travel ranges.
Are they maybe a slim fit? They're probably
I don't know if there's some sort of insinuation there, but no, it is kind of a slightly more fashion fit.
I think that's why a lot of people will be going for more of a retro, because it kind of hangs a bit better, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So you've got this kind of, as I said, it's almost like the best way to describe it is almost like a swim short type material, which has the mesh behind it, so it's real light and really nice and easy to wear. You've got the traditional kind of polyester tricot tops, which are really, really gorgeous and very, very soft handle. This is the full zip version. You've also got the kind of overhead rain jacket version with the 3/4 zip, and you've got a concealed hood into the back of that one as well. And some pieces I think that will be massively popular are the retro style polo shirts with the Irish colours done into the collar and cuff detail as well, which are really, really nice. I think I actually wore one of these in another piece we did earlier on in the year, and that was
for the blue jersey, yeah?
Yes, exactly, and there was a lot of people asking about that, and then you got the kind of tricolour done into the navy collar here as well. And then with that you've also got a couple of really nice kind of pieces in terms of the shorts with loads of detail on them, the taping and the panels, and you've got a tricot pant to match the jacket. And you've also got the kind of cotton chintz, if you like, pant here that will match these outerwear pieces as well.
Yours, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So, and again, the last kind of piece in that range will be the training jersey, which again is a throwback to the style that was worn at the time with the actual taping around. The banding was done around the end of the sleeves, with these triangular call-out colours printed up slightly differently than they were in the original as well. So again, that would be available in a white and a green, as will most of the range when you see it all in store. So,
and just the Umbro's slightly different, isn't it? It's kind of
yeah, that was the Umbro logo that would have been used at the time. So it's a slightly pointier, if you like. It doesn't have the curved edges that the current logo has. So again, we were trying to, it's attention to detail. So you're trying to basically make it as authentic to the time that it was the inspiration has been taken from. So at that stage, that would have been the Umbro logo that was used. Things would have been oversized, so you did a lot of bigger logos and stuff back then. Now we've kind of resisted the temptation to go overly big or have the logos on the back and stuff like that, because you're doing more of a fashion play. But it's basically suitable to the time, so that's why we made that detail as well.
And is this going to be more for fans? Like, you won't see the players wearing this, or will they?
No, this will be supporters or fans only. It's not going to be. Now we might get some pictures and stuff of some of the players, obviously, in this sort of product, because I think they would like it as well. So, but no, it's not going to be worn or endorsed, if you like, by the players. It won't be in training. It won't be in media, any of that kind of stuff. It will just be if the guys like it themselves, we'll give them some pieces of it, and hopefully they'll represent it with style as well.
Absolutely. So it's going to be out then in the next couple of weeks. Where can the supporters buy it and the fans?
So this will be an exclusive range at Elverys Sports. So you can pre-order, or you can go you can pre-order online, obviously, or you can go in store and pick it up from the start of November.
Happy days. Well, let us know what you think of the range in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, and don't forget to subscribe. We'll speak to you all soon. Thanks for watching.